You gonna talk about that shit?
I don't give a fuck. You know I don't give a fuck. Let's talk about it.
All right. It's too funny.
Word on the street. Word on the street. Talk politics. Current events. Relationships. Movies and flicks. Word on the street. Word on the street. Word on the street is we be staying on topic with sports news and the movies. Anything that just happened. Special guests with that Drake Swift, Savage Kitty and Alex, aka the Sports Mouse. Storytelling what's happening. Chop it up with you Saturdays. No better way to start your day. Kick it with y'all on Mondays in case y'all really got something to say. If not, we'll catch you on Wednesday. Put the spotlight up to your face. Yeah, you know how we get down. Tell them tune in or get out the way.
So what up, though? It is Spotlight Wednesday. We're a little frustrated because, well, I am, because I've been working on this thing for about the last 30 minutes.
We made it.
Difficulties. Shit wasn't working. And you know what? To be honest with you, it doesn't work. You know, I took my laptop and I went down to Tucson and I did my show. I think we did my Saturday show, and I did it from my hotel room. Mm-hmm. And I did it from my laptop. Everything worked. Everything's good. Every time I bring that bitch back, the sound's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. So,
Savage Kitty's going to talk about her pee-pee dream, so I'll let you take it off. And then I'm going to rebuild this fucking show here. So go ahead. So, you can tell me what happened to you since you've been back from Detroit. I know you said you got sick because
I got the cootie too, just like your laptop,
just like the computer, for real.
Just like the computer. So I, as most of you know, I took a little trip to Detroit. I talked about it on our last show, the whole penis cake fiasco and all the things that happened with the bachelorette party. You missed that, Q.
I was gonna say I missed it. What happened?
So I threw a bachelorette party, and long story short, the valet at MGM Casino drove off with the penis cake and cupcakes in the front seat of my car as I was unloading everything to go into the hotel room for the party. So that was like a whole fiasco. I had a giant erected penis cake in my front seat, and he fucking hopped in the front seat and drove off. Wow. So, then it took me like 35, 40 minutes to get my fucking car back. And I was, screaming, who the fuck drives off with a fucking dick cake in the front seat, right?
Right.
So anything that could have happened on that trip did, right? So, And then I get this sinus cold coming back. You can hear him a little nasally, probably because I went from bipolar weather to 99 degrees here in Arizona. So
99?
It's literally 99 yesterday and today. Yeah. So, and you gotta think when you're in 99 degree weather, you start to drip and melt like a candle, right? Exactly. So everything starts to come down. Excuse me. So that being said, the past week has been really fun for me with all of the sinus stuff going on. So it started out like a little throat and like pressure, and then it went to this god awful cough. And I'm assuming it's because everything is draining. And so yesterday I coughed so bad that it was so dizzy I couldn't even drive. Had to have somebody drive me to the ER. So I get to the outpatient, and I'm thinking like just give me a steroid for the inflammation, because I'm coughing so hard that I can feel that my throat is like cracked, right? Well, I don't know, this doctor, which I'm really surprised because they're very strict on what they give here, because we have a lot of drug abuse and stuff here. Sure. So I'm like, no steroid, no, I'm thinking he's going to give me like this like souped up Mucinex or an antibiotic.
Mucinex be working.
I've been taking it and it just really wasn't doing it for me. So, he's like, okay, well, you can go now. I called it, it's a virus. It's sinusy. It's going to linger. So I prescribed you something for the cough. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, it's going to make you a little drowsy, but you'll be okay. So I look, they motherfuckers gave me for methazine, the scissor.
Right, the scissor.
Motherfucker scissor, a big ass bottle of it. Before I leave, I say to him, I said, well, wait a second, because instantly I knew. I was like, oh, this is what them rappers be drinking.
Exactly.
I said, can you give me something for like during the day? Because I can't be knocked the fuck out on this. Like, he's like, oh, okay. So he gives me these little pills for during the day that's supposed to like subside the cough, but he gives me some scissor. So last night, I'm like, okay,
scissor.
Scissor. He gives it to me, right? And it says 5 milligrams every 4 hours. So if y'all don't know, or if you've never taken liquid medication before, you get the little plastic cup that comes with it. It's a tiny cup. That cup alone is 30 milligrams. 30.
So you're supposed to take 1/6 of that.
Literally take 1/6, which is a fucking line.
Right.
Which I just learned that's why they call it.
For sure.
A line. I didn't know this. So my fucking ass, I'm thinking, okay, 5 milligrams every 4 hours. Well, fuck, I don't want to wake up in 4 hours and have to take it again. I'll take 10 milligrams, which still isn't half of half, right? And I'm
right,
like,
exactly.
I'll take 10. That should do the trick.
It did the trick all right.
Baby, it did the trick all right. So I take it. I am sleeping so hard. My pillow's wet from drool. I'm drooling, right?
Right.
Some point in the middle of the night, I have to pee. And I have to pee so bad, but my body isn't responding at this point, and I can't even move.
Right.
So I'm yelling at myself in my sleep, bitch, get up. You got to pee. Get up. Get up. Get up. But my body, I can't move my body.
Right. It's not reacting.
It's not reacting at all. So I'm in my dream. I'm now running through some house that I don't even know where I'm at, right? And by the way, it was a nice house, whoever's house I was running through. I was running through. I'm running through the house, and I make it to this bathroom that's like in a crawl space. And I'm like, wake up, bitch, wake up. Needless to say, I peed myself a little. I fucking woke up. Just a little bit. I woke up to me panicking. I'm like grabbing my crotch. I'm trying to run to the bathroom. I'm falling over because I don't have really any like motor skills at this point. I fall into my toilet and pee, and I come to, and I'm like, bitch, what the fuck just happened? Right? So now I'm scared to go back to sleep because I'm like, am I gonna fucking piss on myself in my sleep? So I go and I get towels and I lay towels down on the bed because that's all I can really think to do.
And then you figure people do this on purpose, like
that's exactly Q. People do this on purpose. Exactly. So now in the middle of the night, all I can think of is these rappers are definitely pissing their fucking pants. There's no doubt in my mind after that fucking experience that these people are holding their bodily function. There's no fucking way. There's just not. I took 10 milligrams. It's not even half of that little bitty cup, that little plastic cup y'all get with your Tylenol, the kid stuff. Half of that. It's not even half.
That's crazy.
I'm like, how the fuck are they doing this? And then to find out that little line at the bottom, like, so the cup has like a little ridge at the bottom, right? It's a ridge, and then it like starts the cup. That little ridge is all you're supposed to take.
That's all you're supposed to take. Yeah, for sure.
I took 2 little ridges. Literally had me almost in an adult diaper.
So the $1 million question though is, did you feel better in the morning though?
So I did. I felt groggy. I felt groggy, definitely groggy. I've been groggy till like literally till this afternoon, till we came on, till around probably like 2-3 o'clock. I felt groggy.
Damn.
It did subside my cough. It did break up a lot because the cough I had was, you know, when you have a cough and it's not producing anything and it's like that dry, empty cough. And you're just like, fuck? Just fucking get it.
Right, exactly.
So it did help that. And now it's all like broke up. So every time I cough, I'm producing something. It's like, it's a satisfying cough.
Right.
So it did do its job in that sense, but literally made me like, I lost bodily function. Like, what? And instantly, all I could think was Lil Wayne was for sure pissing on himself when all of that, when he was drinking that. And
because he was drinking a lot.
For some reason, I always associate Scissor with him. Maybe that's when I first saw it, come out.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, so, or like became popular to get fucking high on. But the whole time I'm thinking, people fucking do this
on purpose.
What the fuck?
Are you gonna take it again? Are you gonna take it again tonight?
I'm half tempted to do mine because I know it's fucked up, right?
But it worked. So
it worked. It definitely stopped me from coughing. It definitely produced, what I needed it to do. I don't like the groggy feeling that I feel.
Especially all into the next day. Hell no, I ain't trying to be still high the next day.
Yeah. So you're not really high. You're like foggy.
Yeah.
Very cloudy. I was like, I don't have any energy the next morning. I should have been productive today because it helped me with the cough, but I was totally a lost fucking cause. But probably because I took 2 lines.
Yeah, you took 2 lines. So yeah, just take one tonight.
Good lines. This is the bad lines. This is not good.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get hooked on this shit though.
I'm definitely not going to finish the whole fucking bottle I have. So there's that. If you're in the Phoenix area, reach out. I'm just going to leave it at that.
If I had a bottle of promethazine, I definitely.
Well, right, and then I'm thinking to myself, well, I am taking a trip back to Detroit in 4 weeks, so
you probably can't even travel with that shit.
No,
hell no, you can't. That's a drug for real.
My name is on it.
Yeah, but you got to bring like a small amount. You can't bring that whole bottle.
It's sketchy.
Yeah, it's sketchy as fuck.
Sketchy as fuck. I still can't believe people fucking do this on purpose. And they drink a lot of it.
Like every day.
They probably drink that whole bottle with the Sprite because they put it with Sprite, right?
Yeah, I mean they only put 1 line in the Sprite though. So I'm saying like you overdid it. Yeah, it's 1 line to a bottle.
Oh, bitch. No wonder
you try to kill yourself. I mean, hey, so I heard. I'm not really familiar with these things. So I've heard. So I've heard.
Fuck that. I need to get somebody who knows what the fuck?
Yeah, your ass did 2 lines. You down there OD.
I nearly OD'd. I nearly fucking OD'd. Golden showered me and my boyfriend almost. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
No, so the golden shower that nobody asked for.
I guess I'm back up semi, but so you made your film debut. How did that go?
Oh shit, yeah, that was
oh my god, yes, tell us.
So I've got 2 scenes. One scene I'm
actually. Is there any sex in it? Are you doing any?
No, not in my scenes. So I got one scene where I'm in the strip club talking to a chick, and like we going back and forth and we throwing money at the strippers or whatever. And then my other scene is like kind of the same evening, but it's later on. So I'm talking to the chick or whatever, and somebody kicked the door in and started shooting up the strip club. Then I get shot. So that's
Where's is it an actual strip club or is it a set?
No, you know what? It's not a strip club. They made it look so much like one. So you remember Studio 51?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's called Society now, but they hooked the upstairs up like with some strobe lights and some stripper poles and shit. Made it really look like a strip club. So it actually looked like a strip club. So it worked out. So yeah, but yeah, it was cool. That was a fun experience. So I've never actually done a movie before. So, but what I will say about this though, I would never want to do that shit professionally. Like you literally have to shoot the same shot like 50 times. Like they got to shoot it from this angle, over the shoulder, over there, back here, and you got to be specifically in the same position so that it can look like the same shot. Yeah, it's a lot. So I would never want to do that shit. Yeah, it's science to that shit. It's a lot. Like you will end up shooting the same scene for like 3 days. Like it's too tedious for me. But it was fun though. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it like for a living and shit. You gotta have passion for that.
Absolutely.
Passion.
That's exciting, though. That's really exciting.
It was. I died pretty good too.
Yeah, you had a good fallout. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was easy.
Did you sign any autographs?
No, not yet, but I will at the premiere. I'll let y'all know when it is. It's supposed to be in June.
Okay.
So this is a movie, a series, an independent film. What is it?
Yeah, independent film. Yeah.
Nice.
And they really tight-lipped on all the information, I guess, because I didn't sign it. What you call it?
Non-disclosure.
Yes, an NDA. Yeah, that's it. So I never signed one, I guess, because I was an extra, or maybe they forgot. So they don't tell me a lot of shit. And the little shit they told me I couldn't tell nobody. So, and I took pictures. I took pictures while I was there and shit, and they like threatened me and shit, so I couldn't post none of those. So I posted like a couple pictures with like when we wasn't in scene and shit, and I posted those. But like I took pictures when they was like, damn, I guess I could say some of this shit. Like some of the people that got shot and shit, like they got really good makeup artists and shit, and they was putting the makeup for like the gun wounds and shit, and then they got pumps that make the blood squirt out and shit.
Yeah,
that shit was kind of dope. So I took pictures of that shit and videos and shit, but I can't show them. But yeah, that's yeah. That shit was fun though. That part was fun, but it's hella tedious though.
I love being on set. When I lived in Detroit, I did a lot of when the film industry started coming there, and there was a lot of opportunity for makeup artists. I did a lot of on set movies, independent films. For like the Detroit Filmmakers Organization, all that, right? Gotcha. So I loved all of that. I loved just being there. You're right, though. The takes over and over and over again.
Over and over. No.
You know, so the makeup artist has to run up. They're like, oh, he's got a glare on his forehead, right? So they're gonna run up and make sure his matte finish is good or something's not messed up. Fix the hair, right? But it's cool. I loved being on set. I liked being behind the scenes. I think that was more. I think that was more fun than it was actually being the actor. Yeah. So, but it's cool because so I watched a friend of mine, Camille Hussan. He is Trick's brother. He just got nominated for a bunch of independent films. So he's like, he was Best Supporting Actor. I think he got
the film awards coming up, right?
Yeah, the Detroit Filmmaker Awards is coming up. Yeah, so there's tons of nominees right now, and he got nominated for like 5 of them or something.
Damn.
So yeah, he's doing really good. Like I can't wait to see him on the big screen, like permanently. He's about to blow. Yeah, he's in a lot of different series, and his crossover from music to acting has just been incredible. He's now with SAG and all of the different accredited.
He a real actor.
Yeah, he's a real actor now. Yeah, it's really cool to watch.
Well, the
Detroit film scene is coming up though.
Yeah, it's coming.
That you did is it, and I know the guy you're working with, Coke, because you referred him to me.
Yep.
He's done so much shit.
Yeah, so many. So like he's directing the movie. The producer of the movie is Tregan. Tregan also did I can't think of the name of the fucking movie. He gonna kill me. But he's done a couple of movies already. So I think this might be his 3rd movie he's done. So they're working together on this project. But them Tregan, Coke, shout out to Darren Brown. Like they doing a lot of good work in the city with these movies, and these independent films are actually doing really well, man. Like for real. Yeah, so I'm excited to just be a part of it, so I can kind of be in the background doing the extra work. But yeah, I'm cool on acting in real life. That shit much.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so
it's fun though.
It's official. COVID is over, right? Masks, everything's over.
Hell no, that shit ain't over. It's over. Shit. Tori got borderline COVID right now.
Literally, and then last night they swabbed my nose just to check. Man, that bitch poked my brain. I was like, "What the fuck?" She's like, and then she's doing like a countdown, like it's helping. I'm like, oh, hey, stop. She's like, okay, the other side. I'm like, bitch, you didn't get enough of my brain.
The mask on public transit, it's gone. I mean, Biden says it's up to travelers if they want to wear a mask, but I know Tory right there will still wear a mask. Will you still wear a mask in public transit?
Planes, public
trains,
transit,
automobiles.
Yeah, I probably would if I like lived in New York or something to jump on the subway or something. That's a lot of people.
But if you're flying to Texas or you're going to Georgia, are you gonna wear a mask on a plane?
On a plane? Oh, it's a tough one because
recycled air.
Yeah, it is. But I fucking hate being on a plane with a mask because like I can't fucking breathe, dog. Like I hate that shit. And if I don't have to, I think I'm gonna take the risk, bro. Because I just hate having this shit on my face for 2 hours. Like it's just
because they
annoying.
Played a video where they showed take the mask off and they're like woo on a plane and they were excited. So
I of course my fucking paranoid ass. I looked up like how to protect yourself on the plane, right? So they say that's where a lot of germs breed, right? Sometimes the plane lands, they get off, and new people come on, and it's never wiped down.
Yeah. Now they're supposed to be doing that.
All they do is walk through to make sure there's no cups or, the little snack bags, stuff like that. They do a quick one over. They don't wipe your seat. They don't wipe the table. They don't wipe nothing. So I bring a sanitary, Lysol wipes with me.
Yeah.
I wipe my little seat down. I wipe the back of my head because somebody's sweating. They got their head on there, right? I like to sit by the window, or if I sit in the aisle, I don't like sitting in the aisle because people be walking past me and I feel like I'm breathing in their stuff. So I
like sitting in the aisle because it's easier to go to the bathroom.
Well, yeah, that is that part, right? So, I read that, but I also read if you're gonna take off your mask once you've been settled, right? And you're sit. They said turn on the fan above you, even though you would think that it would make it worse because it's recycled. That constant blowing stops anything from really like settling on you.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I guess,
that's a tip for you to get that blower going in your face when you take your mask off, because they give you this little snacks and the drinks and stuff. But if you got someone sitting next to you that's mind you, they're sleeping with their mouth open, right? Stagnant ass fucking cooties. Got the cootie in their face, like
the cootie.
Got the cootie. I'm turning the blower.
So she's still wearing a mask. I think I'm still wearing a mask.
You still wearing one too?
I mean, I get that you want to take it off, but I'm still wearing a mask. Man. So Moderna says the new.
It is annoying, but
so there's a new variant called bivalent something.
Is another one?
I don't know. It sounds like a rope or a chain, but it's the new Moderna is supposed to show promise against COVID variants.
Yeah.
So. It's like benzo or something. What's it called? Like Bell or something?
Yeah, it's like benzo or something. Yeah.
Right. I was like, what's that?
Bivalent. I don't know. Bivalent. So I know you got your degree. Do you owe any money for loans? Because guess what? You might not owe anymore.
Hey, so look, I don't even know if I should be saying this shit on here because it's gonna be a recorded line. But a couple years ago, I ended up doing a bankruptcy, right? And bankruptcies are not supposed to take off your student loans.
Right.
Whatever happened, I went through the whole procedure, everything. It got took off, and I'm thinking like, all right, maybe they tripping. Like maybe it's some shit in the game. So like maybe it was like COVID shit. Like maybe it's about to come back, right?
Right.
So for 2 years, I keep watching, and they have not came back on my credit. Like I don't even want to say it out loud because I'm afraid.
Let's not talk about it.
before that, I owed $68,000. And it's gone.
Well,
like I don't know what happened.
40,000 students debt has been erased. Almost $4 million on the table.
I'll never want to speak about this shit again. But yeah, it's gone. I don't know what happened.
It's gone. There it is.
That's nice.
has been
It was
erased.
purely by accident. Watch that shit come back now. Shit, watch.
No. I think if it came back that you could argue it easier with the COVID stuff and all the other people getting their stuff wiped out.
Yeah.
Right. Because see, a lot of those people, like the payments were suspended, but the debt wasn't gone. Like this debt is like it's gone. I'm afraid I fucked up. I'm gonna have people at my door now and shit. Right.
But I fucked up. It wasn't me. We'll delete this episode if it's the case.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. If I still owed that money, if I could get that motherfucker back for a refund, like I'd be sure I'd do it. I fucking school. All right, don't even get me started, dog. School a fucking scam, bro. Like I hate that shit.
So
anyway.
So Tori, I know you subscribe to Netflix. Are you a person that shares their username and password so you can give it to a couple family members so they don't have to pay for it?
Be careful how you answer that.
Right.
The fans are watching.
So, my kids had it, like it was for them, and then we don't live together, right? So Dom had it and my mom, but I don't really watch TV, so I don't fucking use that.
How about you, Q? Because Netflix,
I don't know nothing about that.
Netflix lost 200,000 subscribers, and they're blaming it on shared passwords.
I saw that. Yeah, it's 200. Like, is that number for real?
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Fucking lot. I ain't gonna lie. It is a lot.
That's a lot.
But I mean, what are they expecting people
being able to share?
Suppose they're trying to. Like, I guess something about the IP addresses or something. They know if you sharing it with too many people. But I mean, the reality of it is that motherfucker keep going up over $20. Dog. We all gonna be sharing that.
That's over $2 million if we just say $10.
Yeah,
that's $2 million that they lost.
Yeah, not only is it keeps going over $20. I mean, when I did used to watch it, that's probably why we ain't part of that, because I don't really watch it, so they're not seeing it come up on my IP. They're just seeing it on my son's, right?
Exactly.
But they really, I mean, from the time when I used to watch it compared to now, and this is just my opinion as somebody who doesn't watch it, they don't really got shit on there anymore.
Yeah.
So what's fucking paying money for?
Especially when Tubi is free.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's some shit on Netflix though that's like exclusive Netflix shit that I guess.
That's right.
I guess. Yeah, and I don't know if it's worth $20 though. Like when that shit went up again, like remember when they used to have actual DVDs? That shit was like $4.99.
Yeah.
You had to send the DVDs back in the mail and shit.
Yeah.
I go to the Red Box. How about the Red Box?
Oh, why do those still exist though? Like people still
use
those.
I love the Red Box. I used to I was a G, and you get the text, right? And the text would let you give free Red Boxes, so I would just get all kinds of free shit.
But check this out. My daughter recently, I got her the new Xbox or whatever that takes the DVD. So I went to CVS, Walgreens. I went to Redbox because they used to rent games. They stopped renting games, and I Googled it, and they said they stopped renting games because nobody was ever returning them.
They never returned, right? I already know. Oh yeah, I don't blame them on that.
Yeah, they stopped renting games. So there you go.
We were some pretty honest people though, because like renting video games from Blockbuster, we was really bringing them back. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, we were too.
I'm taking that shit now. Like
it's a whole new world now. Ain't nobody bring that shit back.
Hell no, I'm taking that shit.
Taking that shit.
Put it on my credit. Put it on my credit right next to my student loan.
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys have been watching this Johnny Depp trial. This is kind of a clusterfuck.
So they threw shit in his bed? Like what happened? Like
the girlfriend, he claims the girlfriend shit in the bed, either her or her friend.
Right.
And I guess he dived in his bed, like that's his normal thing. Because she was hoping that he would dive into the bed with shit, because he covered it up. And you know what?
It's some weirdo shit.
She blames the dog. But not only this, I guess she's thrown shit at him, knives, and I mean this. I don't know, this lady Amber. I don't know if she's batshit crazy, but
it sounds like
he lost all his big movie deals, Disney, all that, right? He lost all that, but she's still part of DC. She's still in Aquaman. I know that there's some people that are saying that they're going to boycott the new Aquaman because she's in it. So she didn't lose any of her movie stuff, but he lost all his deals because of this shit.
Yeah, that shit just, it's wild that and I don't know. First of all, let me say this. I don't know what's worse. The fact that they turn it into like this whole celebrity like spectacle, or the fact that they even in court because she threw some shit in the bed. Like, I don't know which one is worse. Like,
no, she said they got threw shit in the bed, that somebody shit in the bed and they covered it up.
Right. So
first of all, what dog shits in the bed and then covers its own shit up? Dogs don't do that.
That's for sure human shit.
That's human shit.
That's for sure human shit.
I feel bad for him. Somebody said the Me Too movement made it so that he couldn't come out and say he was being abused.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm laughing at that, but that's true though. It's
true, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Everybody automatically thinks that it's just women that are being abused.
Right. That is
but
true.
Men get abused, and a lot of times men get abused verbally and physically, right? But mostly verbally. So, because usually men are bigger than women, so you wouldn't think that a woman would hit a man because a man would hit her back. But these women out here be throwing hands like they're fucking dudes.
I was just gonna say they will. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted. They out here hitting a man like a dude, right? And I always, like, for me, I always taught my sons, like, don't hit a woman. You don't put your hands on a woman. You try to get away from her. She's swinging at you, this and that. But these days, I don't know. If somebody coming at you and you got a fucking stiff hand her in the motherfucking forehead to get her away from you, put your arm out.
Exactly.
You know what? I don't know. Was the pussy that good that he was like, hey, I'm not going to say anything? Like, you know what I mean?
I think the mental abuse, the like the gaslighting and the narcissism and the reverse, psychology probably tripped him up. Like, I don't even think it was about the pussy at that point. I mean, maybe she was good in bed, but I think a lot of it had to do emotionally too.
Here, I got some great toxic pussy.
Guys are, they try to act tough, but if a girl puts on the waterworks, what'd you just say?
I got some toxic pussy.
Oh my God. It's like, what the fuck is he saying over there?
I can't hear it. I don't know.
Poor Johnny. He looks so handsome there. He looks scared. I feel bad for him.
Scared.
He looks scared as fuck.
I don't know what's wrong with the sound.
Where's the sound? He looks super scared.
Stupid.
And he seemed like he would be a nice guy, right? I don't ever really think of Johnny Depp as being a mean dude. He seems kind of like a stoner, like chill, right?
Right.
Kind of like easygoing, smoke a joint kind of guy.
Right.
Right. I think
those are kind that get abused.
You're not getting any pussy. You just gotta eat the pussy out. No pussy for you.
Oh my God. Is that how her pussy sounds when it talks?
Yeah.
It's awkward.
I got the Aquaman pussy.
What's that? So this is a pussy voice.
It's her voice.
It's a PV and shit. A little PV going on.
I feel really bad for him. And I feel like, you got to think, if she's doing all this fuck shit, she's threatening them too when shit's happening. I'll tell everybody you did this. This is Johnny fucking Depp, right? This is like, last thing he wants is the media to get a hold of this and other people and people to run wild with this, because he don't have that fuck shit in his life. So when you got some crazy bitch, acting psycho one minute.
Yeah, he not in the news like that. You're right. He don't really be doing shit. He be chilling.
He's a very private person.
True.
Now you got this bitch acting psycho, and you got all these movies. You deal with a lot of shit to keep motherfuckers quiet.
He used to date Winona Ryder, and she was a klepto.
Yeah, she was a stiller. She was a stiller.
She was a klepto. She would steal fucking meat and shit.
Dog, these people got problems, bro.
Right. In the grocery store, stealing shit you don't gotta steal. She's rich. She's Winona Ryder. Why are you stealing Why are you stealing steaks?
That's how you know it's a problem, for real. You're doing shit.
For real, when you got a whole ass ham up your dress. What? Bitch, what? You don't eat pork. Right? She probably said, and she's stealing ham.
You're not getting any pussy unless you dress up like
These
Captain
are really
Sparrow.
sad pussy voices.
You gotta dress up as Captain Sparrow to get this pussy.
It's something. Oh, lady,
I don't know what it sounds like.
Oh, lady, pussy. What's happening here?
Right. With her dentures in and shit. Old lady with dentures.
So, you know, St. Patty's just passed not too long ago, and then Lucky Charms is making people sick. So,
dog, I saw that.
I'm so mad. I got 2 boxes in the cabinet. I love that.
Man,
I do.
I haven't had no Lucky Charms in so long. What did they say was in it though?
They said 100 people have complained about Lucky Charms throughout the agency report. Is not even counting more than 3,000 folks who went into iwaspoisoned.com claiming recently got sick from eating the cereal.
Damn.
Of course, Lucky Charms is magically delicious and gives you the bubble guts. It's frosted toasted cereal. People are claiming Lucky Charms is making them sick and suffering from diarrhea, which is bubble guts, stomach pain, vomiting, nausea, just to name a few.
Damn.
I wonder if it was just a specific batch.
Right, that's what I'm wondering. I wonder how it happened though. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
I did read at some point there was like antifreeze or something in there.
Wow.
I know they're fucking delicious though. They're so good.
Man, I've never liked them.
Really? See, I
really
like really sugary cereals, but I like that one. And you know what's fucked up is I don't like marshmallows either. I'm not really a big like.
So how the hell do you like Lucky Charms?
I don't know what it is. I think it's the colors. I think I'm just attracted to the colors. And I try to be healthy. I eat it with lactose-free milk. Does that count for something?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I can't drink regular milk. Yeah, my regular milk days is over.
Yeah, like if anything, the regular milk's giving me the bubble guts, not the fucking cereal.
For sure. Yeah, I drink oat milk now. I like that shit.
Yeah, it's way better.
Mm-hmm. I should have learned about that a long time ago.
I'm gonna have a fucking box of it tonight. I mean, I'm gonna have some of it tonight. So
you gonna test it out? You gotta do one or the other now.
It's not gonna make me piss myself, right? I've already pissed myself, so
you can't do the line and eat Lucky Charms. You gotta choose one.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I will be shitting fucking magical marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
Duh. Now that story would be fucked up. Yeah, I don't suggest you do that.
I'm shooting marshmallows out of my ass.
There you go. Shooting marshmallows out of your ass.
Hell no.
So, Tori, you sent me this story. Gay dads adopt 6 siblings, aged 7 to 14. They spent a half decade in foster care.
Yeah, poor babies. They spent a long time in foster care, and 2 gay dads adopted them so they could all stay together. And I think it's just amazing.
No, I think it's important for them to stay together, especially when they're in the system. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say about that.
That's all I gotta say.
Absolutely. You know, you got to think with all these, bills being passed, and we could move this down to the abortion rabbit hole, but we'll stay on the adoption and the foster care. So,
right.
Because that's really, if you think about it, you have all these people who don't want kids or they have to give them up. Something bad happens, right? And these kids end up in the system. Right. And they already have so much that happens to them that they're dealing with personally, let alone in their atmosphere where they're at,
right, in
their environment. Sure. On top of the feeling abandoned and neglected and nobody loves me. And then you got them, they stay in the system. And I think it's great that the foster care kept them all together that long for them to be able to be adopted.
That don't happen a lot.
That doesn't happen often, because a lot of times what happens is, especially with that age group, a lot of people don't want older kids.
Facts.
It's the honest to God truth. They want younger kids. They feel like younger kids are easier to adjust. They're easier to take care of. They don't have as many emotional problems and trauma to them. They haven't.
Because at 14, you've been in the system for so long, you know you got some problems. So you got to be ready to deal with those. You've seen a lot of
shit, and you comprehend more than what a little kid is comprehending.
For sure.
You know, so a lot of people don't want the older kids. So what happens is a lot of times the younger kids will go and the older brother or sister will have to stay, or they'll go to the same family, and then when they hit a certain age, they get split up because maybe that foster parent only has one bedroom, and once one of the children hit a certain age, you're not allowed to share a bedroom anymore.
Got you. Oh, okay.
Because maybe it was a brother and a sister, right? Maybe a brother and a sister were certain ages, and they were allowed to share bedrooms until they were 6, and then the brother turns 8. So they rip that 8-year-old out from that house. The sister gets to stay, and the boy has to go somewhere else. And now he's torn not only from his family, but he's torn from his sister and the foster home that he was in for 2 years.
Exactly. Damn, that's a lot.
You know, it's a lot, especially if there's more than one child. So you got the 3 that get to stay and the 4th that has to go. That poor baby, that child, you know, experiences so much. So my hat's off to these 2 gay dads. On top of it, they're gay parents. And anybody who says gay parents can't be great parents, you're disgusting, right? That's just
the reality of it is that even some straight parents are fucking horrible parents. So real shit though. So
seriously, I know more good parents that are better parents and grandparents than straight people I fucking know. So for legit. So and I'm a true believer that love is love. And if these 2 men can give these children all the love and support that they need to be whatever they want to be in life, and to keep them together while they grow together and get the love that they missed out on for a half a decade in the system, man, more power to them. I am so happy for them. And it's amazing. And I hope that they give more gay couples and parents the opportunity to do the same thing, because there's a lot of gay parents out there that would love to have children. And obviously, if you're a man, you can't have a baby.
Right.
And if you're a woman, you know, it's how are you going to have a kid unless you have unless you go get artificially inseminated. And then, you know, why not 2 women be able to adopt children and be 2 great moms? Like, I think that's great. So that was a great story.
Yeah, it's a different time and age now. I mean, back in the day, obviously, that shit wouldn't have flew as it does now, and not because it shouldn't have, but just because we wasn't in a climate where that shit was acceptable at the point. So
make it true.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, exactly. You know, not. I mean, I know it was about a gay story, but you know, my mother and my uncle were in the system. They were actually in a home at an early age, and the system's fucked up. So for them to keep the children all, and then they were adopted by the same couple, even if they were gay or women or guys. I mean, that's a great story. Because my mom said they like you were saying, Tori, that they separated the girl, and my mom was a female, of course, and my uncle was a boy. But yeah, because the whole system or whatever, it was difficult for them to keep them together. And it was a shitty situation why they were taken away from my grandmother anyways. She worked 24/7 to support her children.
Right.
And I think one of the neighbors called, you know, they called, you know, what the hell is it called now?
CPS?
Child Protective Services.
They said, there's 2 kids upstairs that are always by themselves. The mother's always working or whatever. And, you know, this was in the 50s. And they were taken and they were put in a system, and they actually gave, my mom told me the story recently, but they gave my grandmother a chance to get the kids back. And she said, she goes, well, her name was, at the time was Carvajal. She said, Mrs. Carvajal, can you stop working to stay home with your kids? She said, and my grandmother had broken English, right? So she said, who the fuck going to take care of my kids? I got to fucking work, you know? I got to fucking work over here. Who's going to take care of my fucking kids? Yeah. So she's like, I can't do that. Were you guys stupid? Who's going to take care of the kids? Right. I got to put a roof over their head. So it is difficult if you're a single mom or single.
That's
dad.
weak as hell though. Like if you got the time to call CPS, why not just see if you can help? Like if you downstairs and you know she fucking working all the time, say,
Right.
hey, let the kids stay here while you at work. Like fuck, why would you
Exactly.
call them people instead of fucking helping? Like
Mhm.
I
Yep.
don't know.
people, man. I just
Right. You want me
My
to check in
grandmother
on
ended
them
up
at a
getting
certain time? I can peep in with them. You can call me to see if they're okay, or
Right.
exactly.
I'll check on the kids for you. And even if she's working, shit, I'll check on the kids for you for $20. Like, what do you need
Exactly.
to do, right?
Shit.
If you're really that hard up or whatever, that doesn't make
My
any sense.
grandmother ended up getting back my mother and my uncle a couple years
Mhm.
later, but you know what I mean. It was difficult. So
Yeah, and that's 2
Yeah.
years absent.
right.
So
I knew about foster care, but I really didn't know as much as I know now. And I only know our host Michelle Shelly Shell that's on Saturday. Shout out to Shelly Shell. She's a foster parent,
Oh, okay.
and when I met her, we met at Zumba class, and I'm like, "Hey, girl, you got kids?" She's like, "Yeah, I got kids." I'm like, "How many you got?" She said, "I got 10." I said, "What? What? What? You got 10? 10?
He said, wait a minute.
She had 5. She's got 5 of her own, and at the time, she had 5 foster kids.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and so
kids.
now, yeah, and I learned like there was such an eye opener for me learning just the things that she taught me alone and how the system works, and hearing the trauma that some of these kids experience. Right, so the 5 she had, 2 were sisters, which is crazy. I met her. Listen to this. I met her in Phoenix, but 2 of the girls that she has now adopted are from Detroit.
Wow.
So
What's the odds?
so she had 2 from Detroit and 3 that were brothers and sisters from Phoenix. But the 3, man, their parents, both sets were really fucked up, right? But just hearing the trauma that these kids went through and the way that they navigated, and the one boy and how she had to really make sure, because of the age, like where his bedroom was and all the things. And
Right.
I was just like, these poor kids, they're so blessed to have people that want to, foster. And another thing that happens is there's a lot of people that don't want to foster. They just want to adopt.
Right.
And because they're like, well, I don't want a kid coming into my life and then he's got to go. But that's just selfish, because you might be the best thing that happens to that child during their lifetime, even if it's only for a year or 2.
Yeah.
You may be able to make that change in their life, that turning point. And so I started following these ladies who are also here and in Texas. There's a few different ones, but I started researching a little bit more into fostering, and just it really takes a huge heart to be able to do that, because again, you're opening your world to a child or an individual who had a lot of trauma, and giving them love and knowing that one day they're going to leave. But you could be the best thing that happened to them. So I encourage people, if you're able to foster and it's something that you think down the road that is, something that would be a fit for you, and you have the extra love to give, man, do it. There's so many kids out here that need love.
And I know what you're saying. I can see how it can come off as being selfish, but I also understand what they're saying though. It's like you become emotionally invested, and then bam, they can just take the kid. Like I get it though, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a bold feeling.
It's really hard to like say, well, I just came emotionally invested, and then next thing you know, I get a phone call and says he's leaving in 2 days, and you're like,
exactly, yeah, that's tough.
What?
That's tough, yeah. So I get what they're saying, but also you don't want to miss the opportunity.
You don't have any kids. Would you ever consider fostering or adopting? Have you thought about
it? Look at the time. I don't know. I don't know. That's yeah. I don't know.
I mean, if you're with somebody that, you know what I'm saying, like it was going to be supportive, and you guys were like, hey, let's adopt or let's foster, I think you would.
I mean, it definitely would have to be a situation where I think that kid is coming into a stable situation. So yeah, it's a possibility. I honestly hadn't given much thought to it, for real. But now we having this conversation though. It's like it's some kids that just, man, these motherfuckers need some help.
Yeah.
Like, shit, because some of these parents, man, they should have never been parents, bro.
Man, I'm telling you. And there's these women that I follow. This one lady, I admire her because she kind of made it like a job for her, right? So she has a whole like she has like welcome kits. She's got like a duffel bag for them. She makes their room personalized for them when they come in, right? There's certain snacks and certain things because I guess like when foster kids come, they come with like a black garbage bag, right?
Damn.
Like they come their little belongings are literally in a fucking garbage bag. So she has turned this into like her house is like a safe haven. She works from home and she does the fostering that way. And I think she was I don't know, she's allotted so many kids, right? So but she's turned it into like her job, and she's a certified like life coach, so she helps them in that sense as well. And she gets paid. You get paid, right? You don't get paid a ton, but there's other services that she offers that she now gets paid that way too. And I feel like she's turned her fostering into like
a real business,
rehabilitation kind of therapeutic state for them.
That's dope because that's what they need.
It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, that's what they need.
Yeah. So, and then when they leave, you know, they have a bag that they're able to take their stuff in. They don't get a fucking black garbage bag. And she leaves that line of communication open for them to be able to contact her at any point if they ever need any assistance. But she also teaches, I was watching, so she'll get like a girl in her like preteens. And so, you know, when you're in foster care, who's teaching you about your period? Who's teaching you about these hormones, right? Who's teaching you these things? So she actually likes to take the kids who are like 10 to 15 years old because she feels that that's a really good time to be able to help mold them, because she has that opportunity to do that even if they leave. So she makes a dent in their life. So when they go and become adults, they're not fucked up.
Damn, that's gotta be pretty satisfying though.
Super rewarding. Just watching her Instagram, I'm like, I feel rewarded just watching. I'm like, man, you really are an angel on earth.
Damn, that's awesome. That's dope.
Yeah, it makes you want to foster after. You're like, I could totally fucking do this. I got these snacks in my cabinet right now. I got tampons. I can do this.
And then you get one kid. You get one kid, you like, man, fuck this.
I'm like, fuck, I got an extra bedroom. Like, seriously, after watching it, I'm like, damn, she's the shit. I can barely walk my fucking dog.
Some people built for that shit though. So,
it's really awesome to watch. She's a good person. So shout out to those people, man.
So have any of you guys been to Coachella? It was it's going on all week. There's some
I've never been.
Stars there. You know, I've been there once. It was uncomfortable just because it's in the middle of the desert, and it's
that's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I went once. I don't know if I ever go again.
It's like Woodstock in the desert.
Yeah, just stuck in the middle of the desert, and it's in a small like little town. It's not like, you know what I mean. Like, you're not in LA. You know, you're like, huh?
You went for the whole week?
I went for a couple of days, but I didn't like it because, like I said, it was in the middle of the desert. You know, people are pissing and shitting everywhere.
I was to say, I heard there's a lot of piss and shit in the middle of everywhere.
I mean, it's like a hip hop.
Wait a minute. Just shitting in the sand?
Yeah.
Shitting everywhere. It's like a hip hop.
Woodstock. Yeah. I'm over shit in the sand.
Everybody is so like high and fucked up that they're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just piss and shit right here. And then there is like a designated area, but it's like it's like swamped out with fucking dookie.
Dookie everywhere.
Yeah, I had a friend. I think I might have told you guys this story. I had a friend who said they went and she had a broken leg and she went with a cast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the cast got soaked with piss and shit. That's nasty.
Was absorbed with dirt and piss and shit. Like her whole cast was wet. Oh my God. Just to think, and it's hot. So now the dookie is smelling like, and the urine is just smelling like hot fucking go everywhere. Yeah, doesn't sound fun at all.
That shit does not sound appealing at all.
Not at all. And
So
dusty. So that's all
appealing.
sticking to you.
Ugh.
That shit just made my stomach hurt, bro.
Yeah, right. I know. I don't know.
So a
That's
mummified
nice about
body
it.
was found in Oakland Convention Center, identified as a missing man. Some fucking Hoffa shit. A mummified body was found on the wall of Henry Kaiser Convention Center in Oklahoma, California. Was identified as a 42-year-old man who vanished literally 2 years ago. The coroner officially said Tuesday. So some Jimmy Hoffa, they stuffed this guy's fucking body in the wall. What the fuck is going on?
That's crazy. How did they discover him though? Like, why was they in the wall?
Well, they probably were remodeling or something.
Remodeling,
They took the wall down. They said, "Look, hey, there's a mummified body in the wall."
Damn.
Oh, is that Jimmy Hoffa? No, it's a missing guy from 2 years ago.
Did they
2
say
years ago,
like
somebody
the missing guy was the missing guy like important? Like, why was he put in the fucking wall? Who was it?
He was offered. They were offered $5,000 reward. He was missing in 2020. It doesn't look like he was famous at all. They couldn't find him.
Damn. Put him in the wall. Who the like you said though? I feel like, was he important enough? I mean, not to say that, you know,
right? Like not to say
get
like
stuff
you're
in the
not
wall,
important enough,
but
yeah.
like
stuffed in the wall.
Or did he crawl the wall in a game of hide and seek and then got stuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm yeah. I hope it wasn't nothing like that.
I mean, hide and seek reigning champion over here.
I mean, that's Mob 101, right? They always say no body, no body, no case, right? So why did they, if they, the whole thing, stuff them in the wall or bury them under Tiger Stadium, why not just get rid of the body? Why did they stuff them in the wall? Like, eventually somebody was going to find this fucking body, right?
But they figure by the time they find it, you won't know who it is. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, if it's stuff in the wall, do you think it was stinking?
No, it was mummified. The body was mummified.
Mummified.
They wrapped him up. Yeah,
they wrapped him
up.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's some gangster shit right there. Here's
another thing. New York City mom found in a duffel bag, stabbed nearly 60 times. Married mother was stabbed nearly 60 times after she had allegedly met up with a man at her $2 million New York City home while her teen son was upstairs, according to New York Report. She was stabbed 60 fucking times.
It's a lot of times to get stabbed.
Her son didn't know that she was stabbed?
No, she was found in a duffel bag downstairs. They stuffed her in a duffel bag. But she must have been, maybe somebody she met up. It says preliminary autopsy revealed 51 received 61 stab, blunt force injuries to her neck, torso, left arm. Police said her artery has been sliced. She had wounds on her fingers, palms, and her hands.
Yeah, she was trying to fight.
Allegedly told her 13-year-old son that she was going to watch a show, but later met up with another man. So it must have been a guy fucking met on Instagram or something.
So he did that and then brought her back to the house in the bag?
No, he was down. He did what she was downstairs.
Oh, okay. Damn.
And he, stabbed her and he put her in a duffel bag.
Bro.
And her son found her?
Yep.
That's fucked up.
I see what you're saying though. Like, how she get stabbed 61 times and the dog was upstairs and didn't know though?
I didn't know. I mean,
she wasn't stabbed somewhere else and then put in the bag down there?
She was stabbed at home.
Well,
it's a $2 million house though, right?
I was just about to say that. They in a $2 million house. That sounds like a pretty big fucking house.
Yeah. Probably didn't know. Damn.
Maybe didn't even hear it happening.
Exactly. Wow.
And then it makes you wonder, did he rob her?
Right. Like, what was the purpose?
What was the purpose? Was he trying to rob her? He probably didn't even know her son was upstairs, because who the fuck is that bold?
Yeah, they're looking. They're still trying to find him. So,
damn.
I need to check her fucking history.
Yeah, look at her Tinder account.
50. Man, she was only 51.
Wild.
She was 51 years old. Yeah,
that's so young.
What makes a motherfucker that angry though?
Right?
To stab somebody 61 times or 60 times, like, that's anger. That's for sure anger right there.
Yeah. There's something going on too.
She probably said, "I ain't giving you no pussy." Okay.
He said, okay. I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you, bitch. Where's your gym bag?
Put her in a bag though. Who the fuck does that, dog? Like, dog, people are insane, bro.
Yes.
Insane.
Her poor kid finding
Well,
her.
I mean, I've watched all these true crimes, all these serial killers. I mean, the clown killer, Gacy. I mean, he used to put him under his fucking porch, bro, and he was a politician in the city of Chicago. So, insane. I mean, he was rubbing elbows with very important people, and he was his side job was dressing up as a clown for kids, and he would abduct young boys because he had a construction company, and he would kill them and rape them and put them under his fucking porch. So,
man,
that's so crazy.
Fucking crazy. Very crazy.
And the only reason why they caught him, I don't know if you know anything about Gacy, but the last person he killed, his parents dropped him off in the front of the building and said, I'll be right back. And he went to meet him behind the building, and they're like 2 or 3 hours later, they're like, where's he at? And they called the cops, and they told him he was supposed to meet up with William Gacy or whatever, and that's the reason why they found out he was killing people.
Damn.
Yeah, I know that
people are insane.
People are insane.
Rubbing elbows with the politicians and stuff. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So, I'm a type of guy that, I recently got divorced in 2018. I basically blame myself for the whole thing, even though I probably wasn't the bad guy. But Shaquille O'Neal, I got to be honest with you, man. Every time he even talks about his kids or his family, I'm like, damn, this guy's really honest. So he takes the blame divorce for Shawnee. I know I messed up. He's opening up. He opened up recently on a podcast and says, now I'm not only taking the blame for the split, but acknowledging the loneliness and followed with his then estranged wife, and his kids left their family home. So he basically took the blame for the whole thing and said, look, I fucked up, and that's the reason why I'm divorced. So
yeah. It's probably some truth to that, you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, people get to an age where at this point they just want to be transparent to get that shit off their mind. It's probably some truth to it. But she seemed like I don't know. She seemed like she can be a bit much though. So I don't know. But if he said it, then I guess it's true. I guess I don't know. She seemed to be a bit much to me though. I don't know.
You think so? I follow her on Instagram. I like her. I feel like
she's saying that she could be a total cunt.
She could. There's a possibility.
She could be.
But you got to figure though.
She could be very cunty.
You got to think of the things that she's probably been dealing with him though. Like
exactly, and that's what I was gonna say. You got to figure he was in his prime, and even before his prime, like it's fucking Shaq. So I'm pretty sure he did some shit he thought he was gonna get away with, or didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of shit.
Hell yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you're watching it. It's on HBO Max. It's the Lakers Magic story.
Man, I have not been watching it, but I got to get into it.
You gotta watch it.
It's so good.
But you see Magic fucking all kinds of women. You know what I mean? So,
right.
With him catching HIV, with him probably going through divorce, just like Shaq. These NBA stars, man, they were like gods. So girls were just sucking their dicks left and right,
For sure, right.
So that's probably what happened.
Especially when you winning.
Yeah, he was like, LA, hey, I was fucking a lot of women, and it was my fault,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
But you got to watch it. It's really good. It's really, really good. I thought so far it's been really good. It comes on every Tuesday on HBO Max.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I
think it's on. I think yesterday was the 7th episode.
Okay. How long?
It's really good. You'll like it.
They like an hour or?
Yeah, they're about an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to binge that shit one of these days.
I mean, well, Dr. Bus and the whole thing, man. Like, I'm just like, man, blown away of all the shit that I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I gotta check it out. I heard it was good though. Yeah.
Yeah, because we talked about it. I don't know if it was on our show or the other show, but one of the LA Lakers, I think it was on Saturday. It was the last episode, but he circumcised himself. I mean, cut his dick.
What?
Fucking cut his dick off. Yeah, that's why.
Fucking watch it. It's crazy. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Hell no.
So back then, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but back then when the team found out, they're all like,
Yeah.
like did it happen? Taking bets behind his back, trying to find out if it really happened. It's like, walking through the locker room, they're trying to catch glimpses of his dick to see, like, is it the board? Did it really happen? Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta watch it. You'll really like it. It's fucking
I gotta
dope.
check this shit out though. Yeah, everybody keep telling me it was good. Damn.
Yeah, it's really good, man. Like I said, I didn't know about it. I'm trying to pull up the player that.
Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes shit where you're like, dog, that really happened?
Right.
Yeah.
No way. Like, then you realize, like, the organization, how they became, who really put them on, some of the like deals that the players made with like big companies who really weren't shit back then.
I seen that clip where Magic said he was offered that stock from Nike and turned it down because he wanted to make
turned
money
it
instead.
down, man. You're like,
I mean, who wouldn't have though?
Billion, right? Because Nike wasn't shit back then. Exactly. It was literally just this little fucking pipsqueak ass fucking nerd. Exactly. And now I know his ass lose sleep over that because I know I would have. I was like, shut up. No, he fucking picked Converse. Ain't nobody wearing the fucking Converse now.
That was the thing, though. Yeah, that was the thing back then. Nike's definitely wasn't basketball shoes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I feel like it, and it's cool because they mention Lansing and Michigan a lot. From Magic. So you're like, Magic, what? Michigan State and shit. You're like, yeah, it's my shit.
I gotta check it out though. I've been meaning to get around to it. Yeah. I'm gonna check this shit out.
You gotta check it out. I'm trying to look up the player here. Hold on real quick.
It's Kurt Rambis and shit.
Yeah, who's
the guy that plays the owner, Drake? What's his name? The doctor?
Oh, Jerry C. Riley.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. I think everybody that they picked, from what I've seen, actually look like the people they're portraying too.
I agree. Yeah, they all did a really good job on casting.
For sure. Damn, you made me want to watch that shit now when I get off.
I know, right?
I'm gonna watch at least one episode.
Yeah. Watch at least one. You'll be like, oh, all right, this is dope.
I'm gonna be hooked probably.
Yeah, but like I said, it was kind of shocking that you find out you're like, this guy chopped his own fucking dick off. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
I thought it was funny when they were trying to like catch glimpses of it in the locker room, and everybody's like trying to look at his dick, but not look at his dick, but look at his dick. Right? It's like, is this what you want to see? They're like, oh shit. Like, motherfucker, I already know what you're trying to stylize me about.
At some point, you just gotta ask and shit. Fuck it.
Yeah, you see Richard Pryor. Mike Epps plays Richard Pryor.
Which is really good. Man, you gotta watch it. Watch one episode.
Yeah, Richard Pryor's in it. Who else is in it? Oh, Jack Nicholson's in it. Paula Abdul.
Oh, Jack gotta be in the shit because he might as well be a Laker.
Right?
Well, they gave him the first, and I'm just going to give you a little spoil. So they comped him the first season, and that was it. They did it strategically, right? Because the Lakers weren't shit at the time. They had to get these movie stars in there. You know what I'm saying? So why not recruit movie stars and be like, hey, we'll give you season tickets? It makes sense. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's how he got in the mix.
Yeah. Well, they had a whole at the Forum. I didn't know that they had a whole club in there. I didn't know that.
Inside the Forum.
Outside the Forum. Yeah.
Outside the hoop part. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Huh. Yeah. I didn't know that too because maybe
I wasn't
old enough to go to that club. So.
Right. Booty shaking, coke doing club. Shit was crazy.
Right.
Man.
Shit was crazy in the 70s and 80s, man.
We had a drug dealer in there introducing crack and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I gotta watch this shit.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
We're in the NBA. The NBA finals are on. Phoenix are probably the favorite. But who's going to win it all, man? You got so many teams in there now, so we're down to the, Sweet 16. Who are you going for?
He said Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I want CP3 to get one, dog, because I wanted him to win last year.
Right.
So maybe this year it'll be their year. If they get put out, like I'm over it. Like I really don't care who else win after that. I'm a CP fan and shit, and he just need to get one before you get out of here because he on his last leg, bro. It's like, come on, dog. Let's get you one, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's the squad I'm going with, though. Obviously, you still got some young teams in there that's doing their thing, but I'm straight. I'm looking out for them. They got the ass beat yesterday, though. Was that last night?
Yeah, it's a series 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1. They got the ass beat last night.
Dallas and Utah are 1-1. Golden State is up 2-0 on Denver. Memphis and Minnesota are 1-1, and then you got
Memphis got a nice young squad, but they got years to come. They good, like, you know what I'm saying. They'll come back next year or some shit.
So you got Miami in the East. They're all 2-0 on Atlanta. You got the Phillies over Toronto 2-0, Milwaukee 1-0 over Chicago, and then Boston and Brooklyn, I believe they're tied up 1-1. So yeah,
Boston surprised me though. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a Boston fan like ever, so I don't know. They surprised me this year though. So
yeah,
but they I from the East though, like still I actually still like Atlanta, even though they getting their ass beat. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, did you this is it's not hooping, but it's sports. Did you get a chance to watch the USFL at all?
I haven't.
I watched it. So this is my take on it. It's weird because it felt like, and this is probably an odd comparison, but it felt like watching wrestling, dog. Like
really?
It felt like WWE or some shit,
right? That's the Rock shit, right? That's the Rock shit.
Oh, I don't know who created this league.
Okay,
but it's like, yeah, it felt like WWE or some shit. I don't know. Maybe it's just it's the way they shooting it, and maybe it's the commentary. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. You get used to the NFL, and it ain't the NFL, and it ain't college, so it's like you got to try to reference it to something. It's a filler for football, I guess I say that.
Well, if it's the Rock shit, then that makes sense on how it's presented.
Yeah, that would make sense. I didn't know that.
Totally makes sense.
It would make sense, yeah, but it's okay.
Now you got me wanting to watch it.
Right, you're right. Because it's appealing, though. I'll say that it's appealing. So
it's exciting.
I ain't gonna say it's exciting. It was exciting to see football when it ain't no football. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
A nice filler,
right?
All right, so let's move on to the topic of the show: things men do to attract that women actually hate. So here's some. I'll read a couple things. Sending unsolicited dick pics.
That's got to be number one.
Number one.
Overly aggressive with people or with women. You aren't like other girl compliments. Making the gym their whole personality, like a guy from a guy. Girls are like
I don't want to hear about your brown rice and fucking chicken macros every fucking day, right?
Brown rice.
Great. We all eat fucking brown rice, chicken, and broccoli. Can we not make this our whole life? I get it. It's a hard lifestyle, right? If it was easy, everybody would do it. But fuck, dude, all it does is tell me that you have no personality and all you want to talk about is your calorie intake.
Confusing arrogance with confidence. Overconfidence or needed to show off. Making a high tolerance for drugs or alcohol as a personality trait. Over-sexualizing something. One-upping a guy. Flashing money and possessions. Bragging. Leaving every decision to their partner, which I don't know. Bragging. So those are some of the things. So what do you think, Q, that is the biggest turnoff that girls the guys do?
I think that one of the ones you mentioned about like flashing money, right? So this is a thing. A lot of women like that shit though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women do. Like for real, right?
Yeah.
But
real money or fake money?
Real money.
Okay.
So but also too, I think that there are an abundance of women, and I use the word women because I think women and I don't know what's the word I want to use. I guess bitches maybe are two different things. Yeah, there's two different things, right? So it's like some women go for that type of shit, but I'm a probably say the women that you actually want to build a family with, I think that shit would turn them off. So I think that's probably the number one thing, other than sending unsolicited dick pics. From what I understand, that's things that women hate. I've sent a few unsolicited dick pics in my life, so I found out the hard way that. Oh yeah, of course. I think as a dude we all have.
Damn.
I think as a dude we all have at some point. It was in my younger years, of course, and shit.
Not me. I haven't sent that. I never sent an unsolicited. I barely. When a girl says, "Can you send me a dick pic?" I'm like, "Why? Why do you need one? I'll just put it in your mouth. There's no reason to send it to you."
I've never asked for one.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Ever in life.
And I absolutely hate when I first start talking to somebody and they're like, send me pics. Don't. First of all, I got 3 different platforms you can go and find any picture of me you want. I want to see what you look like. Motherfucker, you see my pics, right? I'm sending you sexy pics right now. I'm not doing that. Yeah. I'm not doing that. You haven't even prove that you deserve that. Like, we've been talking for like a whole 2 minutes. Calm the fuck down. And if they send me a dick pic, I send a bigger dick back to them.
Wow.
Like if I open up a dick, I do. I'm that person. I find like a monster dick and I send that picture back to them. And I'm
I'm gonna get a dick back. That's not fair. I don't want a dick back.
Don't send me that shit. I didn't ask for it. Wait, at what point did you think, oh, let me get this angle of this dick? And I don't want to see that shit.
Oh, shit, I've definitely sent to us listening to before.
Or the infamous bathroom photo where they're like standing there and they snap the picture, the dick, like, that is not sexy to me. And go clean your bathroom fucking mirror because I'm judging you. Shit looks dirty. Your bathroom is dirty.
But like, so how do you decide though? Because there are a lot of women who like dick pics. Like, as a dude, how do I gauge whether you're a dick pic liker or not?
I think if you're a dick pic liker, you'll tell them you're a dick pic liker. Like, it'll come, right?
No, women don't ever tell you what they really like. You have to do detective work.
Some women are, I'm not saying I've never sent sexy pic, right? But like, I don't be sending no crotch pics and stuff like that. And I really had been talking to you for a while for me to even do that. And nowadays at my age, like, if we're talking, motherfucker, we gonna go hang out within the first couple days. I'm not gonna do this whole texting, this Snapchat relationship. Like, that's just stupid. You're wasting my fucking time. I have a list of motherfuckers in my inbox that I could do that with, and it's just a waste of time. Because a lot of times you're just leading me on, and you don't really look like that in person anyway. So I want to see you in person. I want to see if that vibe is there, right? Yeah. And then at that point, I've actually had like guys kind of hint around, like, you want to see? Oh, I'm so hard for you. You want to see? Like, kind of shit like that. The girl will tell you, yeah, baby, show me, right? You start sexting or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
She'll tell you. She'll say, fucking show me. Show me. Yeah. She'll tell you, show me. Don't just send that if she didn't say show me.
Oh yeah, I don't do that anymore. That was in my 20s.
Awkward.
You said that was in my 20s.
Yeah, that was in my 20s.
I don't send dick pics. I just don't. Like, I don't even want to do it. Like,
I don't want to dig out here like that.
I tell my girlfriend all the time, she'd be like, you had mad bitches in your inbox. I said, I never inboxed anybody. I never did. Yeah. They would inbox me and they would send me pics, and I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So I just would always get those. But I think girls women like to send those, so you send yours back. And I think they're always looking for a response. Then I'm like, oh, that's cool.
They send those pics to get compliments. That's what they're sending for.
No, I said, that's cool. I would just say that's cool.
You said that's cool.
That's nice. That's cool.
That's nice
for me. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what I hate? if I post, and I've really been not really posting on Snapchat because of this reason. If I post a cute pic, right, I'm in the car, I'm feeling myself, little cute little selfie. Next thing you know, I get a message, and you don't know. As soon as you open it up, it's a cock snap. You're like, damn it,
a cock snap,
right? I'm like,
right.
Fuck, why are you sending this to me? All I did was post a cute photo. Like, I don't want to see your
I think the whole thing is like when guys pay for, premium snaps or premium Instagram, whatever the case, OnlyFans. Like, I can go online to Pornhub and I can see I can see a whole video, somebody banging somebody, right?
Right.
And when you send me the pic, I think I don't get over, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get overexcited because I can see that anywhere. Like, this whole thing with going to the strip bar and a girl dancing for me and I throw money and spending mad money, that doesn't do anything for me. Now, if you're going to come back to my house and you're going to suck my dick, that's what we're looking for.
That makes more sense.
What I'm saying is, like, you're going to send me pics, but that's not what I'm looking for. If you're going to say, hey, I'm not going to send a titty pic, I'll be over tonight at 2 a.m. Perfect. That's great.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean? Like,
let's set that up.
Yeah,
let's set that up.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for, you know what I mean? Like, I guess if I'm 12 or 14, I'm overexcited that you're sending me a titty pic.
Yeah.
But I'm over 40 and you're sending me a titty pic. I'm like, yeah, I think my buddies send me that same picture of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
recycled.
A lot of times the pictures are recycled anyways, and that's another thing.
You know
like, I don't see no recycled shit.
In person. Show me that brown eye in person. I don't want to see recycled pics.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't stand that. Like, especially, when that shit's recycled, right? It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You're not standing in your mirror. You better be at a fucking job. Right? That's fucker, don't,
Well, you
send
can
me
look
at your desk.
I mean,
let me know you
actually
work. I don't want the same pic everybody else does.
For me, how I figured out, like, the whole recycle thing, I would take the image, I would look at the details on the geotag. It tells you the date and it tells you where it was taken.
Damn. For real?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
3 years old.
I need to learn that.
Your nipple could have been cut off by now. Like, I don't know. Like, your pussy might be blown out. I don't know what's going on.
So that's the old pussy. I need to see the up-to-date pussy.
This is a new pussy pic. You know what I mean?
Right, this is 2019's pussy. Can I get a 2022, please?
Right.
Right.
That motherfucker got wore out during the pandemic.
COVID pussy pic.
That's a COVID pussy pic. You know what I mean? And then I want to know, when you got it, like, angled a certain way, like, who was there helping you? Who is that? Was that your boyfriend? You know what I mean?
Who's there helping you?
Who's taking that pussy pic?
No, your arms ain't that long.
No, your arms are not
right?
that long.
Sell people?
Yeah. Yeah. Were you selling those pussy pics at that time? COVID was.
That's a good question.
In regards to the selling it, right? I get it, because I never really understood, why are you going to pay for photos if I can just go to Pornhub and get the same? Like, I can get a ton, right? Yeah. So to answer that, a lot of these girls and guys, because guys do it too, these photos are just luring you in. They're actually paying for an emotional connection or conversation, because once they get the photo, a lot of these people, they reply to their messages. Gotcha. So they engage with them, right? People on Pornhub aren't engaging with you. That's why, like, when this whole OnlyFans thing started, there is. And so when the whole OnlyFans thing started, listen, I thought about it, right? I thought about, I'm going to sell my foot pics. I'm going to sell my panties. I'm going to do this, right? They want interaction. It's a full-time fucking job. I can barely interact with myself and my own one boyfriend, let alone all these fucking guys that want you to pretend that you fucking like them, right? It's a full-time job. So now you got 20 dudes, and that's just a minimum, right? Maybe you got 40, maybe you got 50, even 5. Fuck, I got to respond to 5 of you and tell you all the same shit. You all want to ask me how my day went. You all want me to send you something sexy. I've told you in the past,
iPhone, you can put them in a group chat, good morning, and it shoots all 5 people that.
Well, I'm going to need to do that, because really it's a game,
so
right?
It come out separately?
Huh?
It shoot them out separately, or
yeah, it shoots them out. It shoots them out separately. Yeah.
wow,
But then
damn, you know all
got
this shit about these goddamn
each
phones.
one.
I didn't know that. I gotta check that shit out.
You got to
Not
respond
that
to each one.
I'm doing that at all. I'm just saying.
Not that you're doing that. Yeah,
I'm
no.
not
But
doing that.
listen, I know y'all be clowning on me because I don't have an iPhone, but I just might need an iPhone to step my fucking my toe pick game up. Because this whole responding to motherfuckers at a different, I can't do this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I really want to get subscriptions and have people fill in my Cash App for sexy feet
Right.
pics, but fuck this whole
Because it's a thing.
it's a whole thing, right?
It's a whole
And then
thing.
the whole, oh, what are you doing? Like, goddamn, I'm sitting in my granny panties, fucking eating popcorn, watching fucking the LA Lakers thing. What do you mean? But you gotta lie. You gotta say you're like, oh, I'm hot for you in the shower. Right? You gotta do all this fucking sexy shit and pretend you're, oh, I'm rubbing it. When really, it's just a recycled pic.
Right.
My boyfriend held the camera for me.
From a woman's perspective, what would you say the most annoying? You think it's the that guys do, but the girls hate is the dick pic? Do you think that would probably be number one?
So dick pic is kind of like, it's like a given. It's like the unspoken spoken. But if I had to pick one other thing, because dick pic is always it. If I had to pick another thing, I would think it'd be like the over arrogant, the arrogance, kind of condescending, like I'm better than you. I dated a guy who everything you ever brought up, it could be a total stranger. I can do it better. That's dumb. I blah, blah, blah. And it would be something stupid, such as like, oh my God, the neighbor I think it was like the neighbor did some remodeling to their house and we had pulled up. And he was a very mechanical, person. Like his job was physical, tools, all that. But anything I would comment, like, oh my God, those front steps look amazing. Yeah, I would have did it, blah, blah, blah. Right. There was always something that he could have done better, that he did better. There was never like, yeah, that looks really nice. Yeah, I would have picked this. I would have did that. I can do this better. I'm best at everything. Da, 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 da. This is not a dick measuring contest. I just like their new landscaping.
Right.
And oh my God, it was awful. And or even like, oh, so-and-so's husband did such and such for her. It turned into I can be better. I can do better. Mine's better.
A competition.
Everything's a competition, right? So-and-so's husband got such and such, whatever. Oh, I liked her husband's shoes. Oh, my shoes are better. Everything was, I could do better. It was like
that was
I used to wrestle bears.
Yeah. So it got to the point where you didn't even want to say something because they were going to literally pull their cock out and just every
like
time
you catching bullets with your teeth.
You catching bullets with your teeth. But I'll let you say it.
It was the I'm better at everything fucking thing. It was like, oh, this is such a turn off.
Bruce Leroy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
And the bragging. I don't like the bragging either, but that kind of went hand in hand, right? So he was better at everything, and he bragged about it. So it was mine's better. Oh, and I remember you could see the look, like we'd be around his friends and his friend would be like, hey bro, look at my new watch. That's a piece of shit. Mine's better. You got to get the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, damn, bro.
It's supposed to be your friend, right?
Talk about his new watch. That's costing two fucking paychecks.
I know you said that's unspoken, but I would say that would probably, for me, I think that's the worst thing you could do. And I think that's something, I know you said there is women that entertain, I want to see his dick. I want to see how big it is. But I always say, look, I got a 2-inch killer. That's it. So I'm going to leave all the illusions out there, just imagine. So there you go.
Imagine.
You know what I'm saying? That just, I'd rather say that. But I think when the dick pic, definitely for me, is the number one thing girls will tell a guy in a minute that they hate. But I know you said that there is girls that like that, but you know what I mean? Like, are you talking about like straight up hoes or fucking skeezers that want money? And you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's got a big dick and he's got a lot of money. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I don't know.
But really, does it matter the size of your dick if someone's got a lot of money? I think a lot of girls look at it that way too. They're like, I don't give a fuck what his dick like. He got a lot of money, right? Some women are just after that in general. So
Right.
True.
So if you had to say
for me, off the jump, I don't even meet them in person at that point because that's a turn off too. Like I can't stand can I get a pic? What? That's all you got? You can't.
I hear a lot of women say that.
If you had to say anything, what would be your number one thing that the girls really hate that guys do?
I think, like I said, again, the dick pic is probably is one, even though a lot of women like that shit. So if we move past that, just like Tori did, we're gonna move past that. I think again, I want to say I think it's the money thing. Like people, like dudes, like putting the money above everything. So that I think that also fall into the overcompensating area too, though. Like this is kind of the same thing, right? So you want to act like you got all this money because you lacking in so many other things. So I think that's one of the main things that I think turn women off is the overcompensation of shit. So
it's insecurity.
It's insecurity at the end of the day. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's an insecurity.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Yuck. Don't do it.
Well, there you go.
Smells like cheese stick.
That's cheese dick. That's the only thing I had left for the show. Tori, where can they follow you at?
You can find me, Tori Rochelle, on Facebook, at All Beauty All Beast on Instagram, The Savage Kitty, that's THEE Savage Kitty on Twitter, Tori Smooches on Snapchat. Don't send those dick pics, but if you want to cash app me and sprinkle me with a little love, you can find me at Tori Rochelle 1111 on Cash App. I do accept that.
There you go. Dude, where can they follow you at?
Man, check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on eblockradio.com with the homies Angry Man and Monk Money on the Wake and Bake Show, Tuesday, Thursday mornings on the Rise and Grind Show, Tuesday nights on Girth, Wednesday nights right here on Word on the Street podcast, and on IG, hit me up at q.lewis313. You already know what it is. Your boy Q Lewis holding it down live for the 4205.
You better have everyone ask you for that autograph. And if you want a dick pic, you can ask you too, right?
You can
it's probably a couple dick pics in some inboxes right now.
Yeah.
You can follow me everywhere.
You
can follow me everywhere on Drake Swift. No dick pics, just being honest with you. Make sure you guys wash your hands. Now, if it's up to Uncle Joe, you can wear a mask. It's up to you. And always wash your ass. Here you go.
Please do.
Peace.